So, okay. Figured I'd come on here live really quick. Just here. Give my animals some food. You lost your thingy. Here we go. Okay. Gonna give my animals some food and tell you a little bit about what happened yesterday and what our plans are for today. So yesterday, my kid asked me for money so she could walk down to the store. I'm like, yeah, whatever. You know, when they become teenagers, you become like the bank of mom, right? So I was like, yeah, I can do that. I can give you some money. And she calls me and she says, Mom, there's an animal that's hurt here. There's a deer in the ditch and it's hurt. And I can't get a hold of an animal rehabber. Can you help me? And I was like, let me go down. I'll check it out for you. I'll see what, see what we have to do. See if I can help you out. So I go down there and there's this deer in the ditch. I posted a short on it, but there's a deer in the ditch and its two back legs were snapped, completely snapped in half. And it's a little button buck and it's trying to run on its front legs in the ditch, and it's in so much pain and it's crying out, and it was so sad. Oh, we got somebody already here waiting, and we got the other piggy that's just like, I'm ready. Everybody's running over. Hi, loves. Okay, so I was like, this is beyond rehab. We can't do anything about it. So I'm like, well, it's got to be put down, and you're not allowed to put a deer down by yourself. So I called the cops, and then I was like, well, can we get a tag for it? And they're like, well, yeah, you just got to wait. So we waited, and then I was like, well, I've called for animals that were hurt on the side of the road before, and it generally takes them like weeks if they ever show up. So I went home and I told my kids, just flag down the next cop you see. So she flags down a cop, calls me back up. He says the cop wants to talk to him. I'm like, okay. So I get the kids back in the car because I've got 3 other kids that were at home with me, 6, 7, and 7. And I head on down there and I was like, hey, I was like, you wanted me? He's like, yeah, I didn't want you. You need me. I don't need you. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, so she already told you what's going on. What do you need me to do? And he was like, why are you flagging me down for this? There's cars on the road. Why do you have your kid out here by herself? I'm like, she's 14 years old. Oh, she shouldn't be going for walks by herself. Here you go, loves. So, he goes to shoot it. It took this cop 2 bullets. I don't think, like, these are the people we got protecting us. It took this cop 2 bullets to put down an injured button buck that couldn't even walk, that was crawling in the ditch. He was really mad about it. I brought the kids home because he didn't want them there. Came back to get it. He was looking for ways to like write me up. We didn't hit this deer, by the way. Like, my kids, you're just tuning in. We didn't hit this deer. My kids just found it. So now I've got the deer, and I won't show it to you, but I've got the deer on the side by side. I'm going to run down to my neighbors because they do deer processing. But my kids got the first deer of the season, the first deer that's actually been in this house. I had it, oh, I guess you could see it. I had it hanging from there. I'm going to try not to show it on this because, yeah. So I'm just waiting for her to say it's okay to bring it up. In the meantime, I figured I'd come out here and show you guys, you know, what I got going on here. Just tell you the story. Taking apart this fence here. But this is my new turkey that I got over there. This little girl, oh my goodness. That's another story time. So I do baby goat parties. So I will have I put baby goats in the back of my car, and then we go to birthday parties, and they hang out with kids, and the kids get to feed them. So I always have to bring some food with me. So I'm putting the food in the front of the car. I go to close the door. Well, it's never a boring day here, by the way. I go to close the door, and the chicken was in the door, and I didn't know that. So her head got stuck in the door. So now she kind of walks around with a little, like, you know, limp neck. Let's see, I'll show you her again. She kind of walks around with like a little limp neck. Her comb's a little messed up, but she's healing, and she's still like eating and everything. She's a little injured because I slammed her head in my car door. The poor baby. If you want to see, I've got baby ducks over there too. Let's see if I can come over here. That's my turkey. Let's see here. Where's the baby ducks? Can you see them with mama? I'm not gonna hurt your babies. I'm not gonna hurt your babies. Right now, we're in the process of putting up another fence on the property line. I was actually doing this yesterday when my daughter got her first deer, but yeah, it's been fun times, I guess. We got the deer on the side by side. We're gonna take them down to the neighbors. Got a tag all out for it. I haven't even picked up my tags yet. I actually am not a hunter, but I get tags every year, thinking I might go hunting. But yeah. Oh, so then the cop's like mad, and he's like, well, I'm not helping you get that in your car. The ducklings are maybe a week old. Ducklings are about a week old. The cop was like, I'm not helping you get that in your car. I was like, that's fine. And he was like, I don't know what you're going to do with it. And I'm like, I'm going to take it home and field dress it. Mind you, I have never field dressed a deer before. I have processed chickens. I have processed ducks. I've never field dressed a duck or a deer before. So I get it home, get it out of the car, get it away from the road, like bring it in the back so nobody can see what I'm doing, because I don't want to like creep people out. And I get back there and I'm like, I don't know how to do this. So I'm where you guys are right now on YouTube last night, learning how to field dress a deer, because I've never done it before. Never field dressed a deer before. So I did it, but I don't have time to do all the butchering part. I've done that part before with deer. I've just never done in the field part. I don't have time to do the whole deer, so I'm bringing it over to my neighbors. Like literally the people across the street from me, they do it for a living. So I'm lucky. I'm just throwing it on the side by side and driving it down. This white turkey here, let's see, was supposed to be a tom. Somebody gave him to me. It was supposed to be a tom. To me, that looks like a hen, not a young tom. I guess you can't really see him next to my other one very well. But I am really excited, because that means if I have 2 hens, that means I will have 2 ladies that are giving me baby turkeys next year, instead of 1. So I think she's a royal palm, and the other one is a, how do you say it, Narragansett. But I mean, those are 2 hens, right? I'm going to say those are definitely 2 hens. I don't think that one is a turkey, or I don't think one is a young tom. I think they're both like mature hens. So I'm excited about that too. Next year we will have ducks. We're going to do chickens again. And we're going to do turkeys if I'm lucky. The baby ducks that I showed you, when they grow up, they're going to look like this. So that's what a female Muscovy duck looks like. I've got another video on this channel that shows what they, you know, all about them. They're really cool ducks. Let me see if I can, oh, there's one of the drakes. I was going to say, let me see if I can find one of the drakes for you. Okay, so that's a drake right there. And then that's a hen. 2 hens. And somewhere I've got the mom and her babies that are a little bit older. Somewhere I got the mom and the babies that are a little bit older, and those babies are so pretty. They're like pretty much fully grown, and they're gray. I think that you'd call them like lavender maybe for their color. I'm not an expert on that, but they're super pretty. But if you're here and you want to see any animals before I leave, I've got all sorts of things. My goats are in the field. I've got chickens and ducks and turkeys all over the place. Yeah. So, I don't know. It was an exciting day yesterday. I was not expecting that to happen. And now I feel like I am ready to go out and go hunting on my own. I love ducks. Me too. And the Muscovies, honestly, they're my favorite. Maybe I will do other ducks like in the future, like other breeds of ducks. I've done khaki Campbells before. And they're cuties too. They're all cuties. But my favorite ducks that I've ever done are the Muscovies. And I'll show you what we got over here. This is my new turkey that was supposed to be a tom, and I am fairly certain that is a hen. Some chickens. My other hen. The kids have a mess over here to clean up. But they're just kind of grazing and checking everything out. That one is so pretty. I don't know, maybe I'll be wrong and it'll end up being a tom. The guy got it from the auction, and he got a whole bunch of them. He didn't want any toms. My sister is gonna love that one. This one, he didn't want any toms, so he was like, you can have this one. And I'm like, okay. And then I get it home and I'm like, next to her, hen, tom, hen, tom. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Is that a tom or a hen? Because I am thinking that it looks like a hen to me. I don't know. I can only get backside shots right now. Maybe a hen. Yeah. I mean, I guess it could be a young tom. I don't know how old it is. But to me, and they're like hanging out like girly pops here. Like, they are not acting like they are in love or anything. Not that she did it with my tom right away, but you know what I mean. I mean, they don't, they're sisters. They're acting like sisters. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's a hen. So I might have lucked out. He wouldn't have given me her if she was a hen. That's a goat. Who's yelling at me? I don't know if you can go over there. I'm going to have to drive down the road here soon because I've got to get this deer over there, but she hasn't texted me back to let me know if she's home. And I would like to get it over there sooner rather than later. And then I have to get freezer bags, because the way that this deer processor does it is they do it on like the styrofoam things. Like if you were to get like ground beef in a store on a styrofoam thing, or chicken in a store. And my boyfriend wants it in freezer bags. So Here, I will see if I can show you. Thomas. Thomas. There's my tom turkey. Hi. You see the difference there to me? Yeah, I know, Thomas. Goats. Okay, this is honey. Sorry, this is pumpkin. That's mine. That's mine, you little punky. This is Flops. This is Icy. Yes, Flops, I love you. There's my porky pig. There's my hurricane goat. Or hurricane tornado, I'm sorry. Flopsy! You want to give me some hugs? Flopsy's up here. Oops. Flopsy's up here giving love. Thomas is over here ready to attack me. Thomas has no fear of anything or anybody. No fear. There's a Muscovy Drake, so that's a boy. My baby goats are in another part of the barn so that they don't escape. And we just, if you saw, I don't know, did anybody see my live via Wednesday? We just got rid of my buck. My buck, I haven't cleaned up his mess yet. My buck is so destructive. He has tried to take down and taken down many fences. He has tried to take down every single fence. He has taken down fences. He has ruined an electric goat netting fence. He has broken several doors. He broke my entire chicken coop. It's actually already been burnt. He broke this entire pallet fence that I had, broke doors, slammed in the trees. He was a really, really, really aggressive buck. I didn't really see it. What didn't you see? I don't know what you didn't see. What did I say? Oh, yeah. Okay, my live with the buck. Sorry. So the other day, another story time here. This was funny. So the other day, Saturday, my boyfriend was working on his Jeep, and he called me, he asked me to run down to the store to grab him a ball joint. So I ran down to the car part, get a phone call from my neighbor. Your goats are out. Okay, which one? Because I figured it was just the baby. Because if the babies get out, I don't care. They're not going anywhere. They're just going to hang out around the fence and try to get back in until I get there. And she's like, I don't know. She's like, all of them. I'm like, uh-oh. So I call my boyfriend and I was like, hey, can you get the goats back in? I get home, pull in my driveway, look out, and I see pigs. So I've got 5 pigs. 3 of the pigs were out, and most of the goats had gotten out. He broke down the door that was also reinforced with cinder blocks. He broke down that door, let the pigs out. The pigs got out, took out the goat fence. The goats got out. So I pull in the driveway, and it's a zoo in my yard. I see baby pigs and goats running everywhere. Run over to my neighbor who's standing on the property line, and I was like, where's the big goat with the big white goat? And she's like, I don't know, he took himself back in the barn. I'm like, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. Goats don't do that. So I go back in the barn, I go in there, and I see there on the ground, laying on the ground is the goat and my boyfriend. So I had told him before, so I'm the one that's in charge of like all of this stuff because he's a truck driver. It's usually me taking care of things. He helps me out when he's here, but he doesn't deal with it every day. So I had told him before, if you have to teach a goat to respect you or to listen to you, a buck, you're going to get them down off their feet and get them on the ground. Just hold them there until they're like, until they chill out, I guess, until you're ready to. So you're the boss letting them up. So he did that, gets up. The goat immediately stands up, starts rearing at him to go at him, starts trying to knock down the door. So he gets him down again. And he was laying down on the ground until I got home. So, which wasn't very long, thankfully. So I get there. The first thing I did was I took I took Tungo, that was my goat's name. I took Tungo, brought him over, tied him on a lead so I could get everybody else in. And then I was like, okay, you have to find a new home because we don't eat goat meat. I don't know if you've ever had goat meat before. I never have, but to me, my goats are not meant for consumption, which may or may not change in the future because it's a farm animal. I can't see it happening, but it is a farm animal. And, you know, when you have animals that are not fit to breed on, you either have to, you know, you have to do something with them, right? But I can't see it ever happening. So we took him and he found a new home because, if I just have to deal with it, that's fine. But if my neighbors have to deal with it, if my boyfriend has to deal with it, if my kids have to deal with it, it's no longer okay. So we are currently without a breeding buck, but he has done his job here, I'm sure. Hopefully we have does. But yeah, I think I'm gonna get off of this here. I'm gonna go text my deer processor, see if she's around. Oh, wait. Mama's over there. You guys want to see the pretty gray babies? They're so pretty. They're my favorite. So here's Mom and her babies. And we have so many acorns this year. Like, this is my entire yard is full of acorns. So good luck to me. All right, so Mom and her babies are, oh, come on. There we go. There's Mom and her pretty gray babies. The mom is the white one. And I don't feel like the camera's really showing how pretty they are. There we go. That shows a little bit better. So, I see the one's bigger. He is most likely going to be a boy. I haven't really looked too hard, but he's most likely going to be a boy. And the other one's a girl. There's another one somewhere. I don't know where the other one is. Oh, they're so cute. They are adorable. They really are adorable. I think those gray ones are my favorites. For sure. I don't know. I love Muscovies. They're great. I like chickens too. And goats. And pigs now. Never thought I'd be saying that. I kind of like them all. Yeah. Let me know in the comments which one is, which kind of farm animal, homesteading animal is your favorite. I have done cows before. I grew up on a dairy farm. I've done one cow of my own. I've never, it was a Holstein that we got for like $3 at the auction. But yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to end this. Make sure you're subscribed, and I will see you guys all later. I'll let you know how the deer processing goes. All right. Bye, guys. How do I end this? Cancel, and bye, guys.